I've actually never done this, so I have no idea how. I was actually on the phone looking at notes I was writing, and my mom was like, "You're on stream, get off the phone." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, wait for me. Okay. So I want to start off by saying Aziz was like a very close friend of mine, so much to the point that I was actually planning to unretire Melee under the condition that he gets unbanned. But I haven't told anybody this. And I told him this months ago, so if I had seen this coming, this outcome at this time, I actually would have made very different decisions. I tried to speak up. Obviously I could say I wish I did more. I would have done this sooner had I predicted the future more accurately. I feel like I should have seen the signs. I wish more people joined in, but hindsight's 20/20. Anyone can say that after you already know the outcome, so that's just how that is. I have some pretty cool stories of Aziz that are pretty funny, although I don't know if I should say them. I'll just say them anyway. It was like revival of Melee back in the round days, So I would go over at his house a lot because he lived nearby, and we would be playing Melee like before the tournament, and then I would actually go to the tournament and I'd be fighting like Mango, Hungrybox and stuff. We fought in the grand finals. One of the tournaments I fought Hungrybox in the finals. Sorry for the Flames. So I beat him in the finals, and then right after the Flames aren't about the Flames are coming soon. Yeah, he paid my flight here, by the way. It's our return to favor. Anyway, so I was at Aziz's house, and we were playing we were playing Banjo-Tooie because his favorite game is Banjo-Kazooie. And we were doing that instead of practicing Melee, and because of, so then he looks at me and he's like, "Yo, wanna get high?" Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do it. And so we got super high. And then I got like super dizzy. I was like, everything was like now. Like if you ever have glasses, you take them off, that's what around me looked like. Well, you can't tell this. You can't see. I have like 24 vision. But anyway, and it was like we were playing Banjo-Tooie, and we were on the border, and we were playing this guy called Gordon Flockfuck, and he's one of the bosses in that game, right? So we just kept losing him over and over because we were high and sucked. And we just looked at each. I just looked at him. He's like, "Yo, Lord Blue Fox harder than $100." I'm never getting rated again. It's over. I wanted to share that because it is very funny. No, on a serious note, I was actually planning to move back. Besides retiring, I was actually planning to move back to New Jersey. One of the reasons was actually to visit him more. He would come to my house back and forth. I was also going to team with him at tournaments, and I really thought that the plan we had, I thought it was gonna be good. Everything's gonna be fine. Danny, I also tried to tell him there was so much more to life than just Melee tourneys. Like these small posture trees, you already have a scene that supports you on Twitch. You can just play whatever game you want. And I was just thinking, like, you already made it in life. You can just play games. I thought you about Banjo-Kazooie, like this and that. Like you can even play Melee. Who cares about the inner life? Don't get me wrong. I of course care about it, but that's not everything in life. There's so much you can do. So many more games, so many more things you can do. And I always tried my best to try to prepare it. To him, it was everything. And I try my best, and it's easy to say could do more, but I wish more people did more. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Another fun story. When he was before he named Fox, like after Falcon, he was deciding between the space animals. So we were playing some friendly stuff and decide which character. So I was just playing Mewtwo, just messing around. And there was only one single game. I force-stocked him to just talk with Mewtwo. And he looked at me right after that match. He said, "The HAX is no more." just like that. And from that moment, it really was no more. He literally only played Fox after that. Okay. Well, I guess I helped his career out. What it's worth. I really hope if heaven exists, that he goes there, and I really hope, as a community, we can never let this happen again. Man. I'm gonna be straight. We can never let this happen again. Why is that your purpose?
People like negativity. That's why.
Maybe they do. I don't. What's the point of living life just to be negative and bring other people down? You got a few likes. Are you happy about that? You got what does that do? When you're being judged in the afterlife, do you think God cares that you got a few more likes, or do they see the intention behind what you did? So think about that.